Alrighty, chicos, bienvenidos a otro episodio en español 3. Sí, hoy estamos aprendiendo de los mandatos informales. Mandatos informales, chicos. Mandatos significa commands en inglés. ¿Sí? Informal, informal. So we're talking about to, you informal. See, a command. If we command somebody to do something, we're talking to them. See, entonces, por favor, abre el cuaderno. Abre el cuaderno. Ooh, that's a command. Abre el cuaderno. See, you're going to take some notes today. You're going to upload a picture of said notes to this assignment on Google Classroom. No se olviden, por favor, que lunes no hay clase. Sí, lunes es President's Day, entonces esta tarea es para martes, no sé, I don't even know. Next week, Tuesday, guys. This needs to be next week, Tuesday. So take some notes, please. Answer the questions to the end puzzle. Here we go. 2 mandatos afirmativos. Mandatos afirmativos in the to form, because there are commands, just so you know, you will learn them later. There are other commands for like a we, for a they, for you guys, etc. But this is just to. So if I'm talking to you informal, you are on the same level as me, right? We're not necessarily showing any respect, but we're saying, hey, you friend, you buddy, you sibling, whatever, do this, eat that, whatever, right? These are positive, affirmative to commands. So, chicos, make sure you label that. To make a positive, affirmative to command, meaning do this, not a don't do this, but do this, all we do is take the third person singular present tense form. And that is a to mandato. Que wow. See. So, we're going to take a look at some examples. But that's literally all you do, guys. It's probably the easiest thing out there. Habla. If I look at you next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever I see you in person, or Friday, whenever I see you in person, I say, habla, speak. I'm telling you, you informal, habla, speak. It's a command, right? I'm not saying, hey, can you speak? It's boom, habla, speak. Toma, take. Vuelve, return. Termina, finish. Termina la tarea, finish your homework. Come, eat. If you have a abuelita and she speaks Spanish, she might say, come, right? Eat up. You're too skinny. See, come. Come is a command for you informal. Corre, run, get out of here. Pide, ask. And da. You're like, da. German, señorita? No, da. Give. See, give. Da, to give. So if I'm like, da el remoto a tu mamá. Give the remote to your mom. Whatever. See, da. Give. This is it, guys. This is how you make affirmative, meaning positive, meaning do this thing, present tense command for a you informal. See, for a to. Be careful now. This is for a to. But that's it. In the affirmative, in the positive sense, it's very easy, very simple. Now, there are ocho irregulares. Okay, ocho irregulares. There are 8 verbs that are irregular, so they don't follow the structure. They don't just conjugate to the third person singular. Okay, they have to have this special structure. So what you're going to do to remember these 8 irregulars is you're going to remember 10 very adventurous ponies did sail hazy seas. Okay, 10 very adventurous ponies did sail hazy seas. This is a mnemonic device. If you've learned mandatos before, if you learned commands before, you might have heard of other mnemonic devices. One of them involves Vin Diesel, but I don't really like that one. So this is the one that I learned in high school. This is the one that I will teach you because I remember it to this day because it's so weird. 10 very adventurous ponies did sail hazy seas. Now we're going to use this to help us remember the 8 irregulars. Okay, so let's take a look. 10 very adventurous ponies did sail hazy seas. 10 for tener. So if I want to tell somebody, have the cookie, okay, kind of like eat, but I would just say 10. I don't say tiene, right? Tiene is the third person singular present tense form, but I don't say tiene, I say 10. Okay, that is the irregular affirmative. Ve, coming from ir. Be careful. A lot of you are going to think this is ver. However, it is ir. So if I say go, ve. So if you've ever heard somebody say vete, get out of here, you informal, vete, that's from irse, right? Irse, usually changing the se to a te. But if we just say go, ve, you informal, ve, go, get out of here. Then another one that you probably heard if you have a Spanish-speaking person in your family. Ven aquí, ven acá. Ven, come, right? Come here. Ven, talking to you informal. Ven. Poner, from poner, put that thing there. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. Anybody wants to think? Okay, decir, over here. Di, okay, di, or decir. Tell. This is where, kind of, you're going to learn later. It's a ustedes command. But when I tell you guys, díganle a una persona, I'm saying, you guys, tell somebody, starting with this di, okay? But if I'm just saying you informal, if I'm saying you tell somebody, dile a una persona, you informal, dile a una persona, que tengas buen día. Tell somebody, have a good day. Tell, or say. Sal, coming from salir. To leave, sal, leave, get out of here. See, opposite of ven, come here, sal, leave. Hacer, haz la tarea, por favor, haz, do the homework. It's a command, right? Do it. I'm not saying, hey, can you do that? I'm saying, do it, haz la tarea. And the last one, ser, sé, okay, C's with the accent on the E, seas, okay, C, sé, be smarter. No, I don't know. Be, okay? Be something. But remember, ser has to do with characteristics, right? Remember the reasons we use ser versus estar, doctor versus place. Hopefully you know that one. Se, though, if I'm saying be this, se, okay? These are our 8 irregulars. Those are the only irregulars, and this is in the affirmative form, meaning positive. I'm saying do this, come, take, go, etc., etc. So be careful with these 8 irregulars, and just remember, 10 very adventurous ponies did sell AZCs. Okay, we move on to the negative 2 commands. Mandatos negativos. It is a 4-step process. It's a little trickier than the affirmatives, but just follow the process and you'll never be lost. First step, take the yo. Second step, drop the O. Third step, opposite vowel. Final step, add an S. What does that look like? Let's practice with hablar. Hablar. We take the yo. What is the yo form in the present tense of hablar? Hablo. Then we drop the O. We are left with habl. Then we do opposite vowel. What do I mean by that? I mean, this is an AR verb, so I'm going to switch it to a E, pretending it's now an ER-IR verb, okay? Hable. Then we add an S. Hable. So our negative 2 command is no hables. I'm saying don't talk. You informal, don't talk. No hables. No hables. Just you, right? Singular you, informal. No hables. Okay, so we take the O, we drop the O, we opposite vowel, we add an S. Let's try with pedir. Pedir. To ask for, to order. See, we take the yo. Be careful. This is a stem changing verb, so not pedo, but pedo. See, pedo. We got the yo form. We drop the O. Ped. We opposite vowel. Now, this is an IR verb, so the opposite of the IR verb would be an AR. So we're going to add an A, pida, and then we add an S, pidas. No pidas. No pidas. Don't ask. Don't ask for. Don't order. No pidas. And again, this is for you informal too. No pidas. See, no pidas. So if it is an AR verb, we switch it to an E. If it is an ER or IR verb, we switch it to an A. That's what I mean by opposite vowel, okay? But we always follow this process. Take the O, drop the O, opposite vowel, add an S. Boom, 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 boom. To make it negative. This is only for a negative. Don't speak. Don't ask for or order, okay? So make sure you get this down. If I'm going too fast, please pause me. I'm moving on. Okay, be careful on some of these other ones. Let's practice some more. Poner, chicos. Poner, in the yo form, in the present tense, is what? What is poner in the yo form, in the present tense? I hope you didn't write pono. Pongo, guys. Pongo. Pongo. Con che. See, with a G. Pongo. We dropped the O. Pong. We opposite vowel. This is an ER verb, so we're going to add a. Ponga. Add an S. Pongas. No pongas. Don't put. See? Don't put. Don't put the shirt on the bed. I don't know. See? No pongas. Be careful. Oír. Another one that's kind of weird in the O form. I don't know if you learned it in the present tense or not, but here you go, guys. Oigo. I hear. See, oigo, I hear. We take the yo, we drop the O. Oig. We opposite vowel. Oiga. We add an S. Oigas. No oigas. Don't hear. No, it's not allowed. Don't hear. No oigas. No oigas. Okay. These are a little bit irregular. Yes. Oh, I'm in the way there. The yo form, the irregular yos like the pongo, tango, oigo, the GOs in the yo form in the present tense, they maintain those irregularities. Okay, we don't switch or do anything with it. We leave it there. We leave it there. All we do is take the O, drop the O, opposite vowel, add an S. Follow the pattern. This is negative. And remember, we're not talking to I, right? We're talking to you. Just don't get confused because we're just using the yo form as a part of the structure to help us remember how to do this. So don't put, don't hear, etc., etc. Okay, but right, the yo form keeps those irregularities. Moving on, a couple more irregularities. Kargars Zars, they are making a comeback, guys, because Kargars and Zars have a spelling change yet again. So let's take a look at Sakar. Sakar in the yo form is Sako, right? But I can't say Sases. I have to say Sakes with the Ques, right? Because in the yo form, Sako, I would take away the O, I replace it with the ES, but that says Sases. I don't want Sases. I want that K sound. In order to keep the K sound, we must change that C to a QU. Oh, look familiar? I hope so. Hopefully it looks like those preterite irregulars, right? Gar, on the other hand, apagar, to turn off. To turn off. Apagar, in the yo form, apago. If I take away that O and I replace it with an ES, apages. I don't want apages. I want apages with the G sound happening there. Therefore, we change that G to a GU. No apages. See, no apages. Don't turn, off. Don't turn off. See, no apages. And a czar, almorzar, to have lunch, to eat lunch, is a czar. If I change that in the O form, almuerzo, but I don't want almuerzes, I want almuerzes with a S sound happening there. Therefore, the Z changes to a C. And this is only in the negative. Notice, yes, only in the negative form. Don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Don't take out, don't turn off, don't eat lunch. Changing the letter Z to a C, G to GU, C to QU because of sound. Only for sound. We need to keep that K, that G, and that Z sound. Therefore, we change the letter. That's it. Okay. No saques, no apagues, no almuerces. So be careful on your cars, and czars. Moving on. Last thing you're going to learn is the cinco irregulares. Whoops. The cinco irregulares that are negativos. Okay, negativos. Meaning don't whatever. There are 5 irregulars. Sorry, I don't have the 10 very adventurous ponies did sell hazy seas. I don't have a fun mnemonic device for this, but they're similar. Okay, they're similar. Dar, which is irregular in the affirmative also. Dar changes to no des. Don't give, right? Because if I follow the pattern of take the yo, drop the O, opposite vowel, add an S, dar in the yo form, doy. I can't really drop the O because it's a OY, right? So doy, we can't really do much with that. So we're just going to make it irregular. We're going to say no des. Don't give. Don't give. No des. Estar. Again, estar in the yo form is estoy. It has a Y. Therefore, I can't do the drop the O, take the O, drop the O, opposite vowel, add an S. I have to use estes. No estes. There's an accent on this E. Please be very careful because there's also another word for estes. But estes with an accent on the E, don't be. No estes. I don't know. Aburrido? Don't be boring. I don't know. No estes, right? But again, estar, temporary conditions. Estes. Don't be. Ir. This one, tricky, guys. No vayas. Don't go. No vayas. No vayas. Remember in the affirmative, it's ve, right? Vete. Get out of here. But if I'm saying don't go, no vayas. No vayas. You don't go, right? You don't go. Saber, to know, facts or information. No sepas. Ooh, the B change it to a P. Just flip it, guys. Flip it. Saber, no sepas. Don't know. Don't know facts or information. When would you ever use this? I don't know. But no sepas. No sepas. Don't know. Don't know. Ser, no seas. Last one. Don't be. Don't be. Again, careful with the estar versus ser again, right? Because one is temporary, the other one not so much. It's just a condition. Ser, though, no seas. Please don't say seas. Say seas. Don't be. Don't be, don't be, depending on the kind of be that we're talking about. See, but that's it. Those are the cinco irregulares that are negativos. Negatives, right? 8 afirmativos that are irregular. 5 negativos that are irregular. So be careful with those, guys. Be careful with those. Again, if I'm going too fast, pause me. Last thing you're going to do for me is a little bit of practica on the ed puzzle. So before we do this practica, I want you to take a look. Take a look at these verbs. Correr. First of all, do we know what they mean? Correr. Llegar. Salir. Levantarse. Hacerlo. I have news for you people. The very last thing that you kind of will learn, I'm just throwing this in there because we've done it before, but I just want you to know, be aware that for commands, if we have a POD or a POI, a direct object pronoun or an indirect object pronoun, or a reflexive pronoun such as levantarse, this, lo, right? Lo, la, los, las, metele, nosos, les, or even a se reflexive. If it's affirmative, you will attach that to the word itself. If it's negative, you will never attach. Rather, you will place that pronoun, the POD, POI, or the reflexive se, in front of the conjugated verb. So for siete, ocho, nueve, and diez, be very careful. But we're going to start up here. Número uno. What would be the affirmative? Run. You run. Hopefully you wrote corre. Si corre. Run. Go. Corre. Not to be confused with the negativo. Negativo. Take the O, drop the O, opposite vowel, add an S. No corras. No corras. Don't run. You informal, don't run. No corras. See, no corras. Don't run. We took the steps, right? Take the O, drop the O, opposite vowel, add an S. Moving to llegar. Llegar, arrive. I'm saying, hey, you, arrive. Get here now. Arrive. Llega. Llega. Arrive. See, taking it in the third person singular form. Llega. Número 4 now in the negativo. Negativo. Take the O, drop the O, opposite vowel, add an S. No llegues. Woo! Car, gars, ours coming at you. See, gar. Gar. So no llegues. See, with a G-U-E-S. Be careful of the sound change there. Careful of your car, gars, and ours. Salir. Número 5. In the affirmative. Be careful of your irregulars. Hint, hint. Wink, wink. Sal. Sí, sal. Sal. Leave. Sal. Número 6 now. In the negativo. In the negative form. Don't leave. Don't leave. Take the O. Drop the O. Opposite vowel. Add an S. No salgas. No salgas. No salgas. Don't leave. See, don't leave. Número 7 now. This one, a little bit tricky, but try your best, guys. Try your best. Levantarse. If we always must attach the POD or the POI or the reflexive se, and I'm talking to you, informal, what is it going to look like? Levántate. Levántate. And I've said this to you guys before. I'll say levántense, which is ustedes command, but levántate is a to command. I'm saying, hey, you informal. Get up. Levántate. Notice, first thing, this se changing to a te. Because, hello, I'm talking to you informal, so I can't be using a se. I got to use a te. Second thing, I added an accent here. Why? Why did I do that? Don't forget, guys, naturally, our accents are falling, right? If we're excluding the te, Pretend the te is not there. Levanta, levanta. It ends with a vowel. Therefore, our natural accent is right here on the second to the last syllable. Now, when I add an extra vowel to the end of this word, I have added a whole extra syllable, right? From levanta, levanta. 3 syllables to levantate, levantate. 4 syllables. If I added an extra syllable, an extra vowel sound, naturally the accent would fall here. Levantate, levantate. But I don't want the accent to naturally fall on the second to the last syllable. I want it right here. Therefore, we add the accent. Levantate. Get up. Get up. And it must be attached, guys. It must be attached in the affirmative form. Now, in the negative form, we do not attach. Okay, we do not attach. So, think about that. If we are not attaching, and we're talking to you informal, we're going to take the O, drop the O, opposite vowel, add an S. Put that pronoun in the front. No te levantes. No te levantes. Take the O, drop the O, opposite vowel, add an S, levantes, right? Putting the te in front now because we do not attach for negatives. We do not attach for negatives. We just put it in front of the conjugated verb. So notice the difference here. Levántate versus no te levantes. Here we don't need an accent because the natural accent is on that A, which is where I want it to be. Here we do because I added a whole nother vowel, a whole nother syllable. So be careful with those. The last one, I have added a POD, a direct object pronoun, a lo, a it. So think about how would we make that an affirmative command? Hacerlo. What am I saying in the affirmative? Do it. Do it now. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Hazlo. Hazlo. And you're like, Sarita, why don't we need an accent? Well, the affirmative command for hacer is irregular, right? 10 very adventurous ponies did sail hazy seas. Hazy as, see, as is the regular. So pretending the low is not there. Low is not there. It's just as, right? The syllable, the sound is on the A. Now, if I add a low there, the syllable, the sound is still on the A because this word ends with a vowel. If a word ends with a vowel, the natural accent is 2 or 1 back, the second to the last syllable. It's right there. That's where I want it, so I don't need to add an accent. Hazlo, do it. Or like Shia LaBeouf, you know that meme or GIF? I don't know. Do it, right? Hazlo, do it. Versus the negative, we do not attach. We're not going to attach. Take the O, drop the O, opposite vowel, add an S. No lo hagas. No lo hagas. Don't do it. No lo hagas. I'm talking to you, informal. Don't do it. No lo hagas. And that's it, gang. That's it. Make sure you put the lo, the POD, before the conjugated verb. Take the O, drop the O, opposite vowel, add an S, hagas. See, hagas. Be careful, though, because hacer in the O form, hago, right? We got to keep the G there. Keep the G there. Okay. That is it, guys. That is all the practica that we're going to do for today. But we're going to keep practicing this into next week. So make sure you get these notes down. Please make sure you have written everything out, especially this part right here. Okay, I didn't directly teach you it, but I wanted us to just practice it. Because it's pretty simple. You just got to remember, affirmatives, we attach. Negatives, we do not attach. And if there is none, then don't worry about it. Just do the regular LA usted conjugation. Do the negative, take the O, drop the O, opposite vowel, add an S. And that's it, guys. Your tarea. Again, make sure you take a picture of these notes that you've taken. Upload it to Google Classroom. Nos vemos el martes. Y después el viernes. Sí, martes y viernes. If you have any preguntas, por favor, mándenme un mensaje, mándenme un correo electrónico. Pongan un comentario en Google Classroom. If you have a question, let me know, guys. I'm always here for you. Other than that, espero que tengan buen fin de semana largo.